Alright, and we are now live.
Oh
Fucking
my
love
god.
this face. Fucking love it. Where's the stream? There it is. She then huddles back over her page. Oh gee, sorry I asked. Oh, look at her. She's
She's
I
perfect.
love her. It's only the first real day. Maybe I won't need it. Olivia, come on. Share with him this one time. Oh, her name's Olivia.
Oh boy.
Oh, damn. Hey there. Olivia. I already told him I'd first resolve the issue. Just help me out here, alright?
Oh!
Did you see the ME6 response in your announcements? I did. I kind of like that, actually.
What did they do? Wait, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they did a little summary.
Oh, really? Oh, I see that. Oh, it's cute.
Fucking, do you want the gator or a taco? I like that. That's funny. I hope that's like the description from the developers or something. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, they came up with somehow. Apparently the AI thing. Which, I mean, cool. I might do that more often then, where I just, hey, I'm now live with this game here.
You should put Helldivers too and see what they say.
I did.
Did they say something?
Oh, I deleted it, that's why.
That's funny. You're like, ew, spam.
I might keep it up. Alright. She responds by making a show of sighing deeply, rolling her head back and around. Also 2 hours late, can't keep a schedule at all. Okay. Ordinarily, there'd be a groan to go with the gesture, but she remains silent. Her head hangs low in defeat, and she nudges the book a few centimeters closer. And, oh, she loves me.
Oh my god.
Damn, girl. You're relentless. I love it. I thought about this. When I get a girlfriend, it's gonna Corner and Pivot are gonna be scared because it's one of two things. She's gonna either be the most milquetoast woman they've ever met, the most inoffensive woman, or it's gonna be the one where they have to sit down and be like, all right, I don't want you to go to jail.
You're either gonna get a normie girlfriend or you're gonna get the most insane girlfriend, and we're gonna be like, Rikku,
Yeah.
please don't go to jail.
Yeah. Or it's gonna be someone you're like, how do you talk to them? It's like, it's really easy.
Normie society, quite literally.
As long as he fights for the freedom of Super Earth, it's fine.
You don't understand. He's gonna get the woman that's the most extreme about fighting for Super Earth, and he's gonna be like, "Is this role play? No, that's just how she is."
No, that's just how she is.
Yeah.
Thanks. I slide my own desk closer to her, just enough that I can read the page. While our teacher orates the page as if reading from Death of a Hunter, I follow along while simultaneously trying to capture anything that stands out in my notebook. A lot more difficult than expected, as Mr. Akiden seemed to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I can fix her too, she doesn't need fixing. Ah, yes, a true love story. I felt like I was copying the page wholesale. My eyes turned from the book to the girl's notes and... Scratch. There are some very murderous-looking claws on her fingertips. For a split second, I see them retract. She wipes her fingertip on a small hand towel and... Oh, the claws extend again into a bright red puddle on her desk. Wait, what?
What? What?
Oh, is she drawing? Is she using her claws to draw? I really hope it's that, nothing else. I see their red claws pressed on her paper from when they quickly tugged and rolled and twisted, leaving behind a bright red cursive sentence on the page. Oh, she is! Okay, she's doing calligraphy, potentially. Cool. Those silver irises flicked my way once more. What? What are you doing? That looks pretty cool.
I'll read. I'll read her.
Okay. A hint of red creeps across the girl's cheek. She looks back at the book and hunches her shoulder as high as she humanly, diningly can. Huh? She's now leaning over her notes too, even using the book as extra protection for the pages. I should be focusing on my own notes. Yeah. An impossible task now, though, as the colorful calligraphy next to me has piqued my curiosity. The quill talon continues to delicately etch notes onto the page, and it only leaves the page to dip into what looks like a tiny paint palette at the edge of her desk. Oh! I love it.
I love that he's like the goofy guy. She's like, what? Like, what?
The claw extends again, and now there's a faint rumbling. I love her. Grrr.
Hey.
I hadn't meant to get caught up in it. Sorry. I wait for her to give me a name. She doesn't. She simply returns her focus to the book between us. I don't know what her deal is. In either case, I turn my attention back to class. Hope I can make up for lost time. I just remembered Xavier Renegade Angel and his whole conversation with a kid that's in a wheelchair. Oh yeah, why don't you stand up and say that to my face? Oh wait, you can. And it's like, I will hold back from sharing that clip. It's hard to ignore the Gator Girl though. Especially when those icy gray eyes of hers feels like icicles poised to stab through me. Hey, wait a second. Those hand motion. She's not writing anything right now. This poor worthless kid can't defend himself. You bring more shame to him than he brings to his forefathers.
Oh,
yes.
my God.
He has like a minute and a half of just saying the rudest shit while trying to defend this boy, and the kids who are with him were like, no, he's actually really smart. And like, what the fuck are you doing talking down to him? She's drawing. Well, it's none of my business.
Uh-huh.
But I am rather curious. Make a show of leaning back to y'all. Now I can see it. It's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, it's
Whoa.
Inko.
It's a calligraphic doodle of me. Oh, that baller, honestly. There's no mistaking it. That's my jacket and sunglasses. That's pretty cool. Nobody's ever really drawn me before. Well, there were those others in the first day of school, but that's different. They weren't using their own claws or ink. Oh man, I can't wait. I gotta ask for a closer look. Hey.
Look at that smile.
Your picture's super cool. Can I see it? No, please don't hurt me. Just that fucking face. I love it so much. She glares me in the eyes, but slowly brings out the sheath she was doodling on.
Like, I like to imagine it's the same face, but you slowly see an animation of a paper being lifted up, you know?
With the paper more visible, I can just barely make out all the important details. The line work is sharp, each stroke an organic curve that when combined formed what had to be me. Even had my glasses in the negative space of the head. Though, what was the multiple swirly lines coming out of the drawing's head?
Stink
Exit
lines.
wound. Dude, this is great. She rolls her eyes and starts retracting the page. No, please, wait. Can I take a picture of it? A pause.
Why?
Nobody's ever done something like that for me. I want to remember it. She passes the paper over to me.
It's yours.
Oh, really? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
But...
Don't.
She's nice. After a grueling period made worse by my own anxiety, the bell rings to set us free.
She's
Finally,
out.
freedom at... Stay for a minute longer, Inko.
Oh no.
I got some sideway glances from other students asleep, no doubt expecting I'm a teacher's pet already. Ah, jeez. With a few strokes from his pen, Lakadan hands me a note. Just sold this librarian, and she'll hand you your books. On your way now. A quick trip to the library earns me my missing book. I even got a fancy lemonade library card. Jakan's introduction to his class certainly had me excited for photography next. First stop though, lunch. Can't take pictures on an empty stomach. Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm starving. Despite my hunger though, I'm stopped dead in my tracks to look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. Come on, you know where to go, boy. Even I remember, it's been like a week. The whole place is overtaken by lawless anarchy. I've never seen a riot this intense. A few students have even crawled halfway up the wall, hanging by the decorative vines. Food flies about everywhere, utilized as ammunition rather than sustenance. And yet the security guard by the door isn't moving. This must be... acceptable? I shudder to think what would be bad enough to warrant him taking action. I've never seen anything like this at any of my old schools. But more importantly, all the cliques have already formed from the previous day. I missed my chance to sit with anybody. No, you didn't, Inko. Head out of your ass. Wait, it's only the second day? Why am I acting as though I'm too late for anything? Yo, Nico! I'm shoulder checked from behind from what feels like an oversized fist or oversized boulder.
Shoulder
I wasn't
check.
already by a wall. If I wasn't already by a wall, I would have been either sent sprawling or made into roadkill. When I turned about, I met with Damien's toothy grin. Ow, what? What, already forgot about me? You don't got anywhere to be, right? Yeah. You stutter, come on, we're going somewhere. I got you, bitch, now we're going. Flinch made you look, that's 3. Hits me in the fucking shoulder and killed me. May as well, right? Damien excitedly motions at me to follow through the traffic of students going about the lunchroom. Peering in through the crowd, waving me over and disappearing again like he's outrunning something. Good thing I ain't got my own lunch yet. It'd be dumped on the ground about 3 elbows and a slap ago. Through the clamoring, I hear something about a turf war restarting with the new year. And that megalodons will continue to rule. What about the tunnel snakes? Tunnel snakes rule. That's a reference. I'm quirky. Do you get that reference? Give me money if you do. I'm relatable. Somewhere mixed in is the undeniable sound of a steel chair clattering to the ground. The place is an actual war zone now. How on earth is Damien able to weave through these guys so easily? Eventually it leads me to the far corner of the room and to his usual lunch table. Hey, you're alive. I think one of my ribs is cracked. That's just the school spirit, you fearlin'. Feel less like a person, more like a well-used punching bag. I finished stretching my wounded back and actually checked the table. It's basically empty. There's only one other person there.
There she is!
It was meant to be, love me.
Oh my
The
god.
gator girl gives me an unamused raised eyebrow. Oh, hey, you. I will give you strong children, love me.
Oh my god.
Oh snap, you know, look. Who gave the heart on that one? Who did it? I'm seeing the hearts. Who did it?
I see a lot of hearts coming on. What's happening?
Which? How many people are here? There's only 4. Which one? Who hit the button? Who approved of my fucking words?
I bet it was Pivot.
It wasn't me, but I'm adding to it now. I know it was you, because I saw it be spammed hard afterwards. Oh snap, you know Olivia. Olivia, right, yeah. The one and only. I know it wasn't you, Pivot. Like, I'm not being sarcastic. Like, I knew Because I saw the hearts, and then as soon as I mentioned it, I saw rapid fire, so I knew that was you. Why didn't you tell me you met already? Because I only sort of did. We're in the same class. Ah, okay, I get it now. So that sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists. All? Oh yeah, there's usually a third in a group, but she's out screwing around in school business. We'll only be back tomorrow. Student council stuff can't take that long, right?
Yeah, it can't take
What's she
that
need?
long, right?
Yeah, unless they're, you know. Oh, fucking no. What's she need of the student council? Oh, she didn't need anything of the student council. She's in it. She's the treasurer. Money. Laundering.
She owns the monopoly money. Understood.
The monopoly money, yep. The treasurer? Something like that. What do you think, Olivia? Olivia just grunts in reply. Though you have such a way with words, Olivia. Doesn't even bother to look up from her lunch tray. Aren't you an artist too, Damien? Nah, I don't got the patience to sit around for hours like that. So you're not taking advantage of the art program here? Don't really need them. Home's just real close by. Fair. Only other artist here today is Olivia. His arms wave over Olivia as if he was presenting her at an auction or something. Imagine being an artist couldn't be me. For her part, the Gator Girl just grunts again. Oh, what do you do then, Olivia? Finally, she looks up, turning an indifferent look my way. Did she say something? What was that? The ambient war noises are a bit too loud. Can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying over the... Don't sweat it. She's a real quiet type.
I paint!
I felt that. Damn, I felt that.
Did I do good?
All right. Yes. Yes, you fucking did. Exactly,
Yeah.
Demon Series. Whoa, hey. Saving that for the soundboard. You're gonna have a really chill beat, and then all of a sudden, I paint! Holy hell, her voice sounds so raspy. As if she never drunk a drop of water in her life.
I don't thirst like you do.
Guess I hadn't noticed before when she gave me those one-syllable responses. For some voice to be strained for a single shout? She furrows her brow and looks down at her lunch. Oh, Sam, we've been standing around here for a while. He sits in his own seat and takes a big bite of a mystery meat steak. Remember to feed your introverts. Right, food. After the workout and poor breakfast today, I'm practically famished now. But the line, all eyes look to where the lunch line should be. And it's become a full-blown riot. Someone's got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it. Or he's probably should have waited for you to get yours. Teehee. Damien returns to his steak, rather aggressively. Who am I to question dino etiquette and the act of using one's foot to anchor the food for tearing?
Of course.
There. Suddenly, the sound of squeaking rubber draws both our attention towards Olivia. She's holding on to one of her wheels, having to skid across the granite floor. Oh, what's up? She tilts her head back towards the courtroom door behind us. It looks like there's a few vending machines out there. Huh, I guess I'll check them out. I leave the group behind to try and get lunch. Not a fan of soda and chips for a meal, but it's enough for wartime survival. Hey, this thing accepts credit cards. Handy. Oh, coroner.
Yeah.
No work tomorrow, right?
No.
Alright. Okay, we're gonna do this game again tomorrow then.
Okay.
Hopefully for longer. I'm feeling like... This is going to determine whether I die to a homicide or whether I get to have a date with Olivia.
I know. We gotta make sure we get the date with the gator.
My favorite color is drywall. Store brand soda.
Pretending
to be on a
diet baked chips. A huge fucking idiot. I'm going to get a sports drink. That's me. I do the last one.
I like sports drinks more than soda pops.
Yeah, especially when I'm working like physical labor.
Yeah.
I'll take that over soda.
Like I prefer I like getting Powerade more just because they're cheaper where I am compared to Gatorade.
I know what you mean. We only have Gatorade in my vending machine at work, so that's why I get that.
Oh. So, we don't have a vending machine, but we got a Quick Trip literally like 30 seconds from where I work.
Oh.
So like what happened is a lot of the times the manager on shift will be like, oh, I'm going to Quick Trip, who wants something? Fuck you, Pivot. Get it? Gatorade?
Gatorade? Go Gators.
I can't wait to figure out what flavor Olivia is. Moving on. Favorite color is drywall. I'm picking drywall. Pick out a few brands I recognize. Enough. Steven Siri, I know. All right, listen.
Oh,
let me have this. I understand, but let me have this.
What is Steven Siri upset about?
I think the whole me thirsting heavily over Olivia. From her just, listen, all right? The way she is right now, and from what I've seen, how she acts in the trailer later on, I love her. All right? Let me have this.
Let's see where she gets placed on the list.
Let my monkey brain just work. I pick out a few other brands I recognize enough to tide me over for the rest of the school day. I bend to pick up the bags from the Spencer slot, and he's just a man who loves sports drinks.
Oh my god.
That green chick's looking at me. Did she want some? She notices me gazing at her and hunches over again hurriedly. What's this all about?
Aww.
Get her something then. Right, making new friends.
Does she want some?
I buy a few extra sodas for the table. Hell yeah.
We should have gotten the sports drinks because we could have given her Gatorade. It's literally in the name.
So her horse won't. So her horse won't be so rasp. So her voice won't be so hoarse.
Yeah.
English is hard. Wait, we still buy extra sodas?
Extra sodas.
Everything.
They didn't account for us not picking soda.
Huh. Carrying everything back in both arms, I place them on an empty pot, sliding canned soda over to Damien. Looks to me like I just tossed him a golden bar.
Ooh.
Whoa, dude!
She's making a pog face.
The illusion of free choice.
Yeah.
The Dilo boy's mouth open wide as he chomps in the bottle of the can. His fangs pierce the thin metal and spray his contents down his gullet. Oh, okay. It's kind of like shotgunning a beer. I toss some over to Olivia as well. She eyes as though it were booby trapped before taking a bag of chips. What'd you do to them? Huh? What'd you do to this bag?
I made my choice to get you Gatorade. Why don't you believe me?
Damien sighs happily as he chucks the shred remains of his can away. Caffeine ambrosia. What were we talking about? I like that look.
That's like the Rock, one eyebrow.
Oh. What was that gif that you liked? It was the one where like he mainly uses his finger to like do the questioning expression on his face or whatever.
The finger. Oh, the forehead thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that one. That one's a good one.
Olivia's art, right. She's really good, Inky. Like, you wouldn't believe. Can you at least stick to a nickname? Really? Oh, totally. She's like won awards and stuff. She has? Can I see them? In fact, I can snap some glamour shots for you. No need, dude. I've already got pictures on my phone. Oh, fuck yeah. No, I mean, hold on. I picked my backpack up from the floor and zipping and retrieving my beloved camera from it. I'm actually into photography. The dial man reaches for the well-aged DSLR, and on instinct, I swat his hand away.
Yes, you should.
Hey, sorry, force of habit.
Sorry, that's a $500 camera. And I can't. Don't touch it.
Can I see them? Grabs a comically large bag with a dollar sign on it. I'll pay this many dollars for it. How much is in it? It's a bag.
No.
You want the money or not?
Guaranteed.
What do you think, Olivia?
Oh my god.
This woman.
Olivia, come on. Olivia, bro. Please.
He's great. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt? Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, nope. Didn't you eat shit yesterday?
Didn't you eat shit yesterday?
Nope, yep.
David, come on. That's the first time I've seen his eyes.
Ooh. Oh boy, Inko is...
Oh my god. What is that?
It's the fucking nerd emoji.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Inko more than Anon.
Inko's pretty great.
Inko's funny. Anon was kind of like had moments of kind of being funny, but he was a huge dick. Inko is just funny.
Yep.
Like Inko's actually nice. It's so weird saying that when I know it's just nice.
Actually,
it wasn't that bad.
it was pretty bad. It wasn't. And how does everyone seem to know about it?
Oh my god.
Tee.
Tee.
I may have had a hand in spreading the story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry though, everyone has some embarrassing stories. One time I got my frills stuck in the bathroom stall. Ooh,
Ow.
that just sounds painful.
I
I didn't need to know that.
it took him an hour to get it out. Oof.
See, everyone got something. Olivia pops a chip into her jaws, her face looking out to nowhere as if she's thinking of something. Damien leans close to me. One of his frills extends the hide from Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talking this much during lunch. Ugh! Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much during lunch since last year. She said 3 things and one of them was a grunt. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. Uh-huh. But yeah, this is something else. She's really warmed up to you. I can tell. Oh, I know she is. I just got that about me, you know? He sits back down properly. Honestly, this whole thing is a little creepy. We're in, boys. We're fucking getting there.
We're in.
She's probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damien isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make new friends this year, this is definitely not how I thought it would pan out. Maybe it's best that I get through lunch quickly and quietly. At least have a spot to sit at during lunch. Not like I have any other options. Ah, there you are, Inko.
Ben.
A voice rings out to greet me, catches our attention. I see a familiar bespectacled face walk over to us with a lunch tray in his hands.
Who?
Glad to see that you made it to lunch this time. Did you want to read them?
Sure. So at least you don't read like 3/4 of the cast. Glad to see you made it to lunch this time.
Oh, hey Ben, I'm guessing you and Inky have already met.
Introduced myself after I bumped into him the other day.
Speaking of bumps, you should have seen Inky here yesterday. Damien lets out a cackle and slaps me on the back. igniting the gym pains in my body and almost knocking my glasses off. Ben gives a concerned half smile. This must be my internal torment for the rest of the semester.
Yeah, about yesterday.
Ben looks down the aisle of chatting students and signals to someone with his head. Standing 10 feet away from us is an imposing-looking dinosaur girl with blonde hair, crimson scales, and sporting a fiery red leather jacket. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no.
What's
this? Is the girl that knocked me the fuck out like the bitch I am.
Oh god.
Ben motions for her to come closer with a soft smile on her face and nod. Shrimply run, I wish. As she smiles back through her own, is noticeably strained. Okay, I'm here.
I'll take this. She's a woman.
Okay. She slowly makes her way over, and I notice how some of the students begin to quiet down as she passes by them.
Oh, she kind of cute though.
Yeah. I think from what I saw in the trailer, I think she also tries to hook up with Inko. As she gets closer, her intense presence invades me, and even though we're about the same height, I feel like an ant about to get crushed under her boot. I'm sorry, ma'am. In any other world, maybe we would have had something. Maybe I would have started simping. You ain't got nothing on the gator. I'm sorry, ma'am. I just can't look at you like that. Somewhere in me, a synapse connects her face to me, tasting bright red rubber yesterday. I really wish it hadn't. Inko. Oh.
You know, yeah, sure, it's fine. There's two women here.
No, you go for it.
Inko, my ear has something to say to you.
Mia stays silent, but strides the last couple steps rigidly to stand right in front of me. She sucks in air through her teeth. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't love you.
Sorry.
The corner of the girl's lips start to rise.
I didn't mean to knock your lights out.
Behind her, I notice Ben wincing. Ma'am? Ma'am? The girl in the wheelchair is right behind us. Back the fuck off. The girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm around my shoulder, her smile growing wide once more. Heat creeps along my face as her muzzle nears my ear, especially when a puff of hot air blows by the lobe. The heat is torn away when I feel her fingers dig roughly into my shoulder, and her sharp hiss of a whisper scrapes my eardrum.
The ball was me being nice, Baldy.
Wild thing is I not only know someone who looks like this, but acts like this too, and I don't know how to feel about that. Tell him I stream.
Oh my god. Stop.
Tell him I'm a big time streamer.
Stop it. God.
Rikku. Ladies. Ladies.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh god. If I could do a Mung Doll impression, I would.
Oh, that'd be so good.
I would hit on every woman like that. That'd be the great filter.
And then you'd find the one because
it'd be the greatest filter.
And you know what? You know how she would respond with? She's what's the lady that like is Mung Doll's rival?
Truffles.
Yeah, she talked to you right back like Truffles. That's how you know.
Yeah.
Oh god. Screw the class over again and I'll fucking end you.
Give me my freedom of speech back, YouTube. Tell me what word you're trying to say, and I'll try to remove it from the block list. Because I think we can now start having swear words back. Yeah, just say it in like the Discord or DM it to me.
Like
we're gonna start making.
Like sim.
I didn't even say any banned words. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna check YouTube itself for this. Live chat. I don't know what word it's trying to block then. Because remember, I did have a big list of banned words because YouTube was being really sensitive back in 2021, I think.
Has it really gotten less sensitive?
The next post on Twitter for all the women out there, the streamer is for you.
Oh God.
Might be just because you said women for some reason. I wouldn't be surprised. I really hope women isn't in the banned word list, but we'll see. Who knows? The women. Nope. You banned the word women? Well, you both are able to say it, so I guess not. Unless YouTube has some weird AI context thing. Because looking at his message. Next post on Twitter for all the women out there. Yeah, no. I guess it has some AI thing. Because again, you're both able to say women. Nodding understanding, Mia pushes away from me with a small cheer. Order.
Yes. Sorry. I was looking at. I got messaged.
You're fine.
See, all clear now, Benny boy. Maya, that's not quite. Oh, boo! You know how I am.
Her eyes flutter. She looks this way.
Yes, I know, but you promised you'd be nicer. I know, and I was. So I'll be seeing you later tonight, Benny.
Wait, what?
Just like we promised.
She waves us off collectively and back into the crowd, managing before either one of us could fully process her words and actions. Damien nudges my side. Dude, I think she likes you. I know people who would be into this character too, and I also don't know how to feel about that. Your sacrifice will not go unnoticed, Ben. You see, Demon Zuri, it's one thing to like a certain type in fiction. To deal with it in real life is a whole nother story.
Dealing with like someone like this in real life would be very
annoying.
Yeah.
Except for you, Olivia.
I'll deal with Olivia IRL.
Olivia, please. Please,
Olivia, please.
Ben sighs.
Sorry about that, Inko.
I want to know what the fuck you have to repay her with. Is it a date? Oh, Ben, are you being hustled?
He might. I heard earlier about what happened at P and connected the dots. Maya comes off as rough around the edges, but she's actually really sweet.
Are you two fucking?
I'll talk to her about it more later.
You and her, huh?
Yeah, since the start of high school. The classic jock and nerd. That's you. Not me.
Pivot, I saw what you sent.
What did he type?
IRL domestic abuse is not fun at all unless you're Rosa from Muneko.
Yeah, I know. I know he likes Rosa. God, fucking God. He literally be
that video.
He literally be like, I'll forgive her because she dual wields shotguns. I forgive her. Oh, man.
Oh, the classic jock and nerd pairing sounds like you're living the dream. Damn you, live chat. Showing my sins.
You know it. But yeah, I'm sorry your first impression of her isn't ideal.
Oh, I'm glad to know that we don't really have to worry about Mia getting in the way between me and the gator. It's fine, it was just dodgeball, not like she was looking to do something.
Yeah. Damien?
Damien looks up from the rest of his meal, having selectively heard his name.
Could you not spread rumors about your fellow classmates?
No worries, Nico and I are cool.
That still doesn't make it right.
Sure, yes sir, yeah. He gives Ben a lazy salute. Ben merely sighs as he places his tray on the table and makes himself comfortable on the seat next to me. I know, right? Someone game between you two would be crocovile.
Oh, stop it.
As he settles in, Ben notices my camera is still out on the table.
Oh, is this your camera, Inko?
Oh yeah, I was showing it to Damien and Olivia earlier.
May I?
I feel my instincts kick in for a moment before remembering that Ben also works with a camera. Sure, have a look. I watch as Ben gingerly picks up my camera and gives it a thorough inspection.
I must say, as far as standard DSLRs go, yours is a very good quality. What kind is it?
Yep. It's nothing too special, really. Just something I picked up a while back. Yeah, this is going to take some adjusting.
Well, you have good taste in camera models. You got a Nikon. No, Nikon. No, you don't have a Canon. You have a Canon R. I gotta look up what the fuck my camera is. And it's fine. Go on.
He hands me back my camera, to which I place it back in my backpack.
Oh god.
Thanks.
With something like that, it'd be easy to get some great shots.
Well, I do have a small collection of my portfolio drive.
A portfolio? Oh man, I'd only just gotten mine a month ago. I bet you've got like a dozen pieces to choose from for the New Year's art contest.
Oh, he missed that announcement. What announcement?
The school has an annual art contest at the start of every new year. The winner gets a small cash prize, but the bigger prize is the fact that the winner's piece is submitted for publication in a couple big-time magazines.
She left. Oh. Oh, wow. That sounds awesome.
Of course. That also means a lot of students plan ahead and work all summer for something to submit.
Did you do anything for it, Ben?
You know it.
Well, good luck. Liz said she'd turn in the perfect piece yesterday. Okay, now I'm interested. Finally, a chance to show my real skill at something I'm good at. Hey, Olivia could help you out. With your shots and her art, you two could totally win. Right, Olivia? Olivia? We all turn our heads to Olivia, only to realize that she's disappeared. When did she leave? Confused, I scan around the cafeteria. My eyes managed to spot her through the crowd of students. She's rolling away towards the cafeteria doors, and quickly. Just like that, I lost sight of her as fast as I'd seen her. I turned to look at Damien and Ben. Damien not only looked puzzled, but also disappointed for some reason. Ben, meanwhile... Well, he almost looks annoyed that Olivia left. Guess he hasn't changed.
So it seems.
The venomous sting to his words makes me feel like there's more going on than I'm aware of. I decided not to pry into it, instead bring the conversation back. Well, I still want to try.
You can upload your submission in the school's website.
Oh, then I'll need an account. You don't have one? Don't think so. I've been told they'll get me that stuff by the end of the week.
Sounds about right. Truthfully, it takes maybe 5 minutes at most to deal with that.
Then why the wait?
Nobody wants to deal with it. Yeah.
Guess I'll wait then. Ben scratches the side of his head.
I think there's someone in Stuco that can help you out, actually. It's a treasurer's duty today. Yeah.
So that's where Liz ended up.
I don't know any names, so maybe?
Guess I'll get to meet Liz sooner rather than later. I think I'll take care of that before lunch is over then. See you in class, Ben. So far, it's pretty accurate to the real college experience. You gotta call it a crockumentary.
You see, you got that wrong because they're in high school, so... I can't say the things I usually say.
Later, Damien. Deuces, man. Tell Liz I said hi. I grab some of the leftover snacks from the table in my backpack and head out of the cafeteria. Finally, I can show off my skills, so I'm just as capable an artist as anyone else here. Computer lab is in the offshoot room from our library. As for the library itself, aside from an unexpected emphasis on anatomy drawing guides and the looks and the like, it's pretty standard. Not to brag, but the school I was at for my freshman and junior years had a library of 2 floors. Probably should have read a thing or two of all those resources. I'm getting off topic. The computer lab is the focus. The calm tranquility of the library is overtaken by the organized sterility of the lab. 40 standardized set of computers and monitors line the walls, forming a panopticon around the desk reserved for the teacher in the middle. I remember them being organized differently in elementary school, but for a few years now, I've just been seeing this formation. Sounds to me like someone got caught one too many times working on more risque art pictures. The monitors are all turned on, but only one's logged in. Weird, there's nobody here. Well, they could have just walked out. Damien and Ben said Liz would be here, though. Maybe she's in the bathroom? I'm not one to pry and soup around, but I'm really pressed for timing. Oh, I know who this is. On screen, I see open PDFs and documents. They look finance-related, and filled with abbreviations and jargon I don't understand. Maybe I can figure out how to create my account on my own? Coin or two.
What are you doing?
Ah! Haunted high school. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, nope. Yeah, I thought that was me. Oh, thank Christ. It's a dino girl with an extremely long neck and not a specter.
No, really, what are you doing in the fiscal report? Doing with the fiscal report I was working on?
I didn't do anything.
I've been working on that all day. Why did you touch it?
I didn't. I only minimized it, I swear. Right, I'm here for a reason. Are you Liz? The Bronchiosaurus fiercely reopens all of her windows and for a while types out some information before acknowledging me again.
Excuse me?
Jeez.
I'd say Damien because he actually knew her by name.
I met Damien. He said I'd have to wait for you to sort out my login stuff.
Damien mentioned me? Oh, you're the guy that got smeared in the ground in gym class yesterday. Yeah, I'm Liz.
Whoa. Inko. But yeah, I'm new here, so I need an account.
Not a problem at all.
Liz sits down and cracks her knuckles. She starts typing away at the keyboard.
All right, I'll see if I can get that done for you.
In a flourishing display of spreadsheet software experience, Liz navigates and organizes several documents in seconds. I've always had the general idea that there were a lot of shortcuts and commands, but yeesh. She's resourceful.
So you're an artist too? Since you want to enter the contest so bad.
Oh yeah, I'm a photographer.
Yeah? How you liking it so far?
Well...
Students here usually jump to asking about what they're graduating here for, so they can more easily form connections and collaborate. So excuse me if I might be going too fast.
No, not at all. I'm a bit more at ease now that you explained it. I like the design, but the two PNGs moving around at a different speed is throwing me out. It's pretty good, although I feel a bit bad about missing most of the first day.
It's not a big deal.
Guess not. Although, truth be told, I see those paintings framed in the hall by the principal's office, and it does put a bit of rain on my parade.
Oh, those. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think it's like that by design, honestly. Something about breaking the students' egos. Then you end up wanting to improve like crazy so you can reach your goals. At least, that's what happened to me.
Oh, coroner.
Mm-hmm.
Because you weren't here for it, but I think you saw the scene. So you know how the main thing for the first game was you're not the only one in the world?
Yeah.
And like that's how it's supposed to inform your decisions to get the best ending.
Right,
I think for this game it's you're not supposed to give up.
Persistence. Understood. Yeah, the first one was a little... I say that the first, like, we never did the full game, the true ending for that one. We went through every other one but that one because I saved it for so long. The first game was, I would say, 50% of that game is what gives me potential that this game will be good. I just wish at the same time it wasn't a game that was, you know... You could tell it was made with half of it was annoyance because of what the original game was, you know, it was referencing, and the other half was passion, you know. Some of the stuff in it I wasn't too good, like I can't say here because I don't want this to get restricted or anything, but one of the endings, we've seen it together from the other game, I kind of felt wasn't that good. Like, for what it was what I figured after some decent writing on some parts, that was like a sucky ending because it just didn't feel like it had any reason and it came out of nowhere.
Yes, a school shooting.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's gonna get you restricted or not.
This late into the VOD with this many viewers, unless the 3 report it, probably not.
Yeah.
But even then, that is the events that occurred in that.
Yeah, it didn't lead it. There was no, like, it didn't feel like it was a natural lead up for that to happen. It just kind of felt like, oh, this is the ending you get, you know? I also am not a fan of how they depicted the main girl in some parts, because you could tell the 4chaner vibes were coming through. I would say it especially was with her best friend, but that's also by design, you know? I actually like these characters so far. No one has come off as absolutely hateable or something where I'm like, oh yeah, I could tell someone from 4chan wrote this. You know what I mean? You could tell Anon was directly someone who was on the 4chan. He talks about it in game, you know?
On the 4chan, you say?
Yeah, I would say this is a leagues better than that one, and I think that's by design, but I think that's just because I feel like it's not made out of hate, essentially. The last game was
remember, Coroner, despite it being made out of spite, it was still better than what actually came out.
I know.
And again, not all of it was spite, like you said.
Not all of it. I would say 40-50. I have my criticisms about it, but it is unfortunate to say, or I guess fortunate because this game exists because of it. But, you know, the actual original game was not even close to even well written or even well designed. They designed characters better than the actual game did. I hate that. Yeah. And the main girl here, as far as we can tell, at least Olivia, she seems better to talk to for right now. I like her expressions.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked, because I didn't really pay attention for the bad ending route. I just paid attention for the
good endings were good. I'm not too, like, I feel a little conflicted because I understand when we talked about it, what in a way the purpose was for it. You know what I mean? I also just think that they in general, at least because does come from 4chan, I also just think in general they didn't really care or give a shit about any of the non-binary stuff, but I also understood the point that I don't think the original creators cared much either. Because I don't know how relevant it even was in the original game of the actual thing they were referencing, you know. I wasn't too much of a fan of how they did that. Only for the fact that, like, you know, that was the only way to get a good ending. That didn't really make me feel too good. But at the same time, it was, like, also about the fact to not let people influence what you really want to be and not to make yourself someone you're not. I just kind of wish that wasn't what it came from directly. But at the same time, they did also show that, like, I mean, there are people that are like that. And also, I think, again, like I said, it was coming from a place of annoyance because they did advertise that about the game, you know? And I don't know how important that actually was at the end of the day for that game, and that didn't save the game.
Oh, for Goodbye Volcano High? Nothing. Yeah. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
I don't really care, and I mean this not in the I take offense to or anything. I really don't care about how they did the whole non-binary stuff. It was just there for me.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It's not the non-binary stuff itself that, like, personal thing with. It's just more so of, like, for the good endings, you had to have her admit that she wasn't. And in the context of the game leading up,
it makes sense.
It makes sense, you know? It's just that to explain it to be like, it was because the point of the game is you're not the only person in the world, and that the reason why she thought that was because she didn't know, like, her friend basically made her someone she wasn't.
Well, remember, Coroner, that whole non-binary thing was meta.
It was a meta thing because of the fact that they made a character that way, but it never mattered to the character or made it relevant in the game.
Because what happened was, like you said, Goodbye Volcano High, one of the selling points was that the main character was non-binary. And then what did that do eventually for the end game? Nothing. When the actual Goodbye Volcano High came out, it was just a marketing play. Didn't really amount to much. Yeah. What did Trish do? She tried to make Fang non-binary to improve the sales of the band by having something new and unique, which was the main singer / guitar player was non-binary.
Yeah, and that she played guitar and not bass. Or did she want to play? I know she wanted to play one instrument, but she told her to play another, and she wasn't that good on it.
Because I think they wanted like two basses.
Yeah, there's never been a band with two basses, and guitar and bass is too generic. But she preferred to play guitar, I think was what it was, right?
Yeah,
something like that. And she was like, yeah, and you're non-binary in this, and when you in a way it makes sense because she's so upset as a person, and it's because you realize she never got to be what she wants to be, you know?
Yes. So
and that's why she was so difficult in the beginning. And when you understood that, and when Anon was like not a dick, you know what I mean, and had empathy, he understood that, and that was the good parts of the game, you know. It's just hard to say it because with out of context it sounds bad, but in context it's like that. It's good.
Snoot game in itself has already gotten a bad rap because it's just a game made by people from 4chan. So I think I don't know. I think it's a little shady to say, like, I think the whole context argument just doesn't work because
it's already bad.
What is it?
People think it's bad already.
Because it's made by people 4chan when it's like No, it actually like treats them like people. And like it also understands that some people are really shitty to say that they're part of a group or whatever, but really they're just using it for their own means. Like the people on Twitter will say they're part of a movement, but that's just so they can get like a very vocal group that feels attacked most of the time on their side.
What's surprising is that to get the true ending, you have to reconcile or help have her reconcile in her own way.
Yep.
In some way with Trish, even though me and you did not want to do that at all. I didn't want to do that at all at that point. That is part of the things, because the whole point was you're not the only one in the world, which again was, it's good. Now, is every part? No, sometimes they made Trish way too like straw man argument to make Anon look cool, if that makes sense. But it's like that was kind of, I mean, you can't, that's just what it was. But when it was good. The bad endings, they weren't very good at all. Mostly because they were lazily written. It's not even the contents. It's that it could have made sense, but it didn't. And then the ending, the kind of good ending we got, I thought was really sweet, but she was so alone. So that was like the only thing that like was kind of sucky in the like sub good ending we got, or like the second best ending, like when she becomes a school teacher, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that it was like she settled, I guess, in a way. I don't know if settled is the right word, but it's like she lost her like inspiration, I guess, to do things, because she never let go, or she never moved on, because we encouraged her to not talk to Trish. Like, you have to, it's weird how the game functioned. It was like literally a point, it was literally sitting with Rikku like, okay, this is the point system for the game. Yep. It was weird. It's like you had to give your input, but not too much input that you dictated how she, you know, you dictated what kind of person she was, or who she would talk, like have too much influence over that. It was weird in that sense. But yeah. That is not the thing for this. This one is what? Don't give up. Never give up. Don't give up on the Gator Girl.
It is something to do because the gym teacher, who is essentially Soldier, essentially gives us the same talk the principal did after we fuck up, where it's like he tells you you're not the only one in the world. The Soldier tells us, hey, like, I know you're trying to do something, you're trying to be good. You're kind of being a show off, and you ate shit and you gave up. You can't do that. In my class, no one's gonna give up. So that's what scares me a bit, because
do you think we're gonna be put in a situation where we feel like it's best to back off, or we're gonna be tested to know when's the right time to back off?
Yes,
because that's what I think. That's what's most likely going to be the case. Is that we're gonna think never back off, but that's a bad ending to never.
Yes.
To not pick your battles on that one.
And I'm scared, and that only makes sense to me if they do it like this, is if it comes to Olivia, where we go too far and never giving up, and we cause her a lot of trouble, and or very the worst ending on her because of that. Because, oh hey, if you played the first one, you kind of never got punished for doing the thing we said in the beginning. But now for the second game, you know, because I think they understand the idea of never giving up is like very dumb.
Yeah.
They're self-aware for that. They're enough aware for that.
They did the similar thing in the first game, because technically it's like you're not the only one. If you let her do things on her own too much, Trisha would have too much of an influence over her.
Yes.
And you're just a you're like a bystander, essentially. If you have too much influence over her, she will never actually get to have the happy ending that she wants. And, you know, it's not as good as you think it is. And that's like kind of that's like the neutral ending, I think. You know, it's like you gotta have an exact balance, and I think that's about what they're probably gonna do for this one. I don't think it's truly never giving up. It's when is the right time to push through and not. It kind of reminds me of in the other 4chan game, which was Katawa Shoujo. Yes. One of the ways to get the good ending for the girl who like I think she was the one that was burnt.
Mhm.
The burn victim that to do that, you had to give her space. When she's at her worst, you needed to be able to give her space. And most people, obviously, you're like, oh, I don't want to leave her alone. It's like, you have to leave her alone. Because she has to figure it out on her own. You can't fix it every time, you know?
Yep.
And I think it's probably going to function something like that. Is at least my guess on that. I'm planning on going to university and getting degrees in design and business. And that's just the start. I'm also starting to become an apprentice for an art dealings, getting the right paintings for the right people. My tutor said I'm impressive enough that I should start enrolling for any and all of the important universities around the country I'd like.
Wow. I mean, I'm also pretty well off myself, but it never occurred to me that I should be this ambitious.
Thank you. What about you? I don't think influencer is not. I'm going to publish a photography magazine. Well, it's something. At least more than a lot of people here.
What do you mean?
Like, half the school may as well be in a daycare. Sorry if that sounds rude. We've got these school programs and even industry professionals coming in for lectures, but it's like some people here are here just because their friends happen to be here too.
No big plans, it seems.
It's funny because I think she likes Damien, and Damien's literally here because he's close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean like the ooh? Inko already was on that wavelength with you, Cord.
Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned.
She realized she shot herself in the foot with that one. After being all excited, like, Damien mentioned me?
Yeah, oh my god.
He's still cool though, don't get me wrong. I hope me talking about him to you like this doesn't come across as holy shit. I hope me talking about him to you like this doesn't come across as douchey. I can read. He's definitely the friendly type. He even partnered with me in gym class and dragged me along to sit with him at lunch.
Is that
oh, no.
so?
Yeah, I was really excited about it too.
And then he introduced you to Olivia as well and tried to break the ice so she can come out of her shell.
Liz, please. Yeah, how'd you know?
Oh boy. I'm sorry about that, Inko.
Don't be. What, is Damien messing with me?
No, Damien's great. He's just maybe a little too eager. If he considers you a friend to him, he'll want you to be our friend too. Specifically, he'll want you to be Olivia's friend.
I can't do that, Liz. I'm about to be your husband. What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all. But you've seen Olivia, you can probably tell she's a bit
Lovable. Great.
unresponsive. Doesn't really like to talk to anyone, not even Damien. So you can definitely try to be her friend, but just know that she'll most likely ignore you.
You don't like Olivia?
What? No, I do. She's fine, I guess. I sit with her during lunch after all. And I'm sure you'll get along with us just fine. And hey, I'd love to see Olivia make a friend. Just don't get too invested trying to get her to warm up to you.
Gonna make dinner. What should I make?
Mac and cheese.
That does sound pretty good. You could also make grilled cheese. Make some tomato soup.
That's good. Hamburger. No, just make mac and cheese, dude.
What else could you make?
Yeah,
Mac and cheese does sound baller. It does. Don't listen to them. trying to think. I remember I made a video on a sandwich I made before, but that one was weird. That was like a British sandwich from Subway. It had like hot dog, egg, hot dog, egg, bacon.
Sorry, when you said British, I was like, what, Egg Benedict or something? Because that's the most British shit. It's like weird.
What the fuck is Egg Benedict again? I don't remember.
Like beans, eggs on bread or something.
Oh my gosh, thank you for reminding me, Deemser. I remember there was a video of someone posting some food they got at in England or something, and it just looked disgusting. Like, it literally looked like prison slop, like you'd see in cartoons, you know, when they want to emphasize, oh, the food's not good here.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was like a vlogger. So I was like, oh my gosh, it is like so amazing the price you can get for this food. It's all you can eat.
Oh my God.
And literally they just had a ladle and just started plowing it onto the plate.
Egg, gravy, beans, biscuit, greens, bacon, something else. Is eggs Ben? Yeah.
Okay.
It's fucking weird. Told you. With eggs and beans and a biscuit. It's, oh my God.
Like, okay. So, it's funny how the British fuck this up, because I remember my dad, what he would do is he'd have like eggs, beans, I think rice, and a tortilla. And I forget what kind of beans he got, but they were, you know, actually had flavor to them. And like he'd use the tortilla to scoop up the eggs and the beans together. I need to check what kind of beans he got. I could probably ask my brother. Egg bens aren't too bad without the beans because it's just like a greasy egg sandwich. Oh yeah, that's what I love. I mean, I got greasy egg sandwiches earlier.
I would eat eggs, ham, cheese, and then do like a. Have you ever tried like a Cuban toast? Like they flatten the bread.
Yes.
Essentially, yeah, that's good. That reminds me of.
Oh yeah.
That's good, but what the five beans?
They really like beans, but they don't like seasoned beans at all.
They don't like seasoning at all.
And I don't know why. And like, I know we give white people shit for like, you know, thinking mayonnaise is like spicy, but to them, I'm pretty sure it's unironic. They like cold beans. What the fuck?
Need me some Texas French toast. Never tried that.
Texas-sized toast, French toast. That sounds actually really good. I remember back in the day, I used to get Texas toast with my eggs.
I used to get every morning Cuban flatbread with butter. And it's so good. Just, oh man, with coffee. Oh my God. Hot chocolate. It's so good.
Usually sweet cold beans. It's very gross. Why?
Why cold?
You could warm. It's like they don't know they could warm it up or something.
It was during the war, dude.
The war.
You never let it go. Damien will always be down to hang out, though, and I certainly don't mind. It's just that him and Olivia are inseparable. So if the deal turns you off, then it's not your fault either.
Am I allowed? Guys, I'm gonna make one more. All right.
Oh boy.
Me and Olivia are gonna be inseparable from the hips as well.
Oh God.
Because I'll be sexing her. I think they just wanted to make their own pool boys and decided to put cold beans on white bread and call it a day. The British are still in the Bronze Age.
Probably.
There's history to that warning. Inseparables are like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No. They just live in the same house.
All I can see is like when you said that, the only thought that popped into her head was a shotgun.
No.
Oh.
Damon's also just incredibly patient and outgoing.
What's a good dessert to go with mac and cheese?
A dessert?
Something that cleanses the palate afterwards. That's a good question.
God, that got me. I don't know. Because when I think of dessert, I think of just cake or ice cream. Which reminds me, I need to refurbish my Neapolitan.
I would think something to contrast the mac and cheese is like something that has raspberry or blueberry drizzle, something along those lines.
Pumpkin pie, dude, it's out of season.
I also don't think it'd be enough of a flavor differentiation from mac and cheese.
No.
I think you'd want something like savory.
That's like a bit bitter. Like it's sweet. There's like pumpkin has like sweet bitter. You're out of season.
Out of season. Are you really gonna start this? Are you really gonna start this on your anniversary? Are you really gonna fucking do this? Are you really gonna fucking fight this fight? Out of all days, Pivot, you wanna fight. You wanna fucking fight. Oh, I'm the asshole when I start fight or flighting on Valentine's Day. Oh, but you, on your fucking anniversary corner, you're just a little guy. Just a little dude. She dissed the sacred treasure.
What's the sacred treasure?
I do have cookies and drizzle, but the problem is that the cheese will cause a weird aftertaste. Maybe fake cookies? Maybe?
Maybe. I'm gonna completely get rid of the cleanse of cheese after mac and cheese.
If you had like a shortbread with like some glaze, because I'm trying to think of things that aren't like also cheese based or milk based, like ice creams and cheesecake.
Pound cake?
Maybe? Actually, that might work. Maybe.
That's what, anyways, I just think of something that's like not bland, but it's sweet, you know? Angel food cake. I have to think
if you can get angel food cake with some fruit flavoring, I think that would work.
I envy him. But yeah, he would like nothing more than everyone getting along like best buddies.
That does sound good, thank you. No,
Unless you're like Damien and you can be pleasant to a brick wall forever, your time is probably better spent elsewhere.
I've had my one, I'm gonna keep going.
So, how serious are you about your ambitions?
Pretty serious, I think. I Wani Hug That Gator. I'm gonna fucking hug that gator. Liz nods.
Something to keep in mind then.
I want to see what decisions we're gonna get later on.
I am curious.
I would have been sure that would have been a decision right there.
Do you think she would have talked to us if we didn't mention Damien before, I wonder? Or she would have, her disposition would be different?
I'm pretty sure it would have been different.
Because I don't think Ben doesn't know her that well.
Yeah, because she doesn't remember names. He doesn't remember names, so maybe she knows him because, you know, he's the boss.
Maybe, yeah. It's a struggle, but like Damien says, we gotta keep trying, right?
This is where I could be a Redditor right now and be like, they're really trying to push forward this method I've always tried. It's like those fucking bitches who are like, look at this fan service armor. Look how impractical it is. I'm the only one who's noticed it's not practical.
What if it's just cool?
What
what if it's just cool? It could just be that, you know?
Yeah. It's fantasy. I don't need it to be optimal, my guy. Unless it has stats and it's in the game, then we're talking different. But that's where transmog comes in.
Yeah.
That's why I really needed a Monster Hunter. Liz gives me a half-hearted smile, but she still seems sad about something.
Anyway, sorry for talking your ear off about private matters. You still want to get that submission turned in?
She stops for a second on one tab to scan for something.
And got it.
She motions her head to the back of the room at the printer as it hums to life. I get up and get the paper. Both my username and password here are strings of numbers. Take a snapshot of the username and password so I won't have to remember it. Thanks.
Anyways, you should hurry. Lunch is ending soon.
Alright, according to the time display on the monitor, I've only got 10 minutes left. followed the instructions on the printout, finally getting to the student hub of this. Yeah. And thankfully, the art contest is displayed prominently across it. Clicking through a couple of links, I finally find the submission instructions. It's simply a matter of putting my entry details as the name of the file and dragging it to the school shared drive. Plugging in my portable portfolio hard drive, I create a copy of my magnum opus. No, I'm better. Then a quick rename, drag it here, and just in time. Take the extra minutes to safely undock my hard drive and then log off the computer. Plugging back to Liz, she's completely wrapped up in her work. Don't think interrupting her is a good idea, especially after what she said about Olivia and her own time. I opt to simply leave her be, heading out of the room in the library for class. After all, it's time for the class I've been looking forward to most.
Photography.
This day is certainly starting out better than yesterday. Hope I didn't just jinx it for myself. Yep, photography should be next. Odds with this, professor. My nerves have been acting up when I first stepped back into the classroom. Made even worse when I was hit with another flashbang. Oh, jeez.
Again? Why? Go away.
After my 20 other classmates had finished laughing, Mr. Duncan made a show of waving a freshly taken photo from a fancy fold-up camera from the 70s. I dubbed this portrait Omelette du Fromage. Don't you hit me with your fucking weirdo words, Mr. Man. After he thumbtacked the shot in a corkboard filled with poor snapshots of everyone else, Mr. Duncan reassured me and sat me right next to Ben. He managed to sum up his syllabus in under a minute instead of taking the majority of the time to go over our first lesson assignment on exposure and lighting. With each new light fixture he brought out and explained, I felt my mind swirl faster with new possibilities of old shot. If only I had that then, or if I could have used that there.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Coroner?
I wonder what they're learning for lighting. They're using, is it lighting just to see how shadows work, or is it lighting just to see the clarity of the picture?
Now that you had a small taste of it, we'll start on our first photography assignment. Proper lighting.
Okay.
I'm salivating at the thought.
Yeah.
Mr. Duncan had just finished his first lesson when he handed out all sorts of equipment to look over. It's the first assignment. It's the first time I've handled some of these things, like the enormous box light that was still taking up the entirety of my desk. Remember though, that these are just tools meant to enhance the photo. You can highlight a turd all you want, it's still a turd. The crude language guarantees a chortle from for the few half-listening students. The teacher looks over to the clock and hums. Well, I see that we managed to finish this lecture a tad bit early. Why don't you all take these last 10 minutes to compare notes? Maybe even consider doing this assignment as a collab piece with a classmate. The room is quick to fill with the sound of chatter.
Ben.
I wonder if I turn to Ben and see his eager grin.
Do you want to do a joint piece, since you don't know any good spots in the school and all?
I pull out the assignment sheet from beneath the lightweight light on my desk and give it a quick scan again. Present a set of photos demonstrating your understanding of proper lighting. You are allowed to borrow one lighting tool and must take the shot on school premises. And I swear, I've handed out this assignment for years now. If one more student just takes a picture of the hallway outside of the classroom, I'm going to personally throw them over the railing. Be original, please.
I've got the perfect place for it. If we work together, we can even use 2 items.
The offer's too tempting.
You temptress, Ben, you.
Oh, you dirty dog, I'm in. I hold out my hand and Ben takes it and shakes it, sealing the pact. My face is feeling weird from all the smiling today.
And then you suddenly see I am down. Tower's eye now established a new bond.
Which arcana is he? Coroner, take a wild fucking guess.
What arcana he is? I would say for him, he seems like he has some issues with Olivia. Maybe he'd be that Arcana. What Arcana was that guy from the fucking art class? I'm trying to think.
He wasn't the tower. He was
Temperance. Temperance.
He might have been Temperance.
Temperance Arcana. Maybe the Temperance Arcana. I'd have to see Arcana types to think, but he wouldn't be the Magician. I know that for a fact. Damien would be closer to the Magician, probably.
He's probably gonna have the wild fucking ride.
Yeah.
Well, in truth, I'm enjoying Mr. DeCon's class so much that I couldn't stop. It feels like the entire world to gain from. It feels like I have the entire world to gain from Mr. DeCon's lesson. The entire world to explore, seeing as ever since the move, I hadn't had time to actually explore Volcadril Bluffs. We are in the same area, I think.
Yeah, Volcano High is not that far. Because remember, this is the first dinosaur school we went. It could mean Volcano High is, you know.
Just down the road or whatever.
It's just out in the road or something.
Sure, on occasion I can go on my own to parks and stuff, but who doesn't? Also, yes? Yes?
I'm just turning off alarms because my alarms remind me for class.
Okay. Besides, I'd be a pretty lame photographer if I didn't go out and find stuff to photograph. And you know what? I mean to do a little looking around here. But everyone else's side makes them have to explore school, but I get to. Hey Ben, what's up? Why'd you change sprites to that? Very sweet deal if I do say so myself. Oh, it is Inko actually having this conversation in his head and Ben just like, you all right there, bud?
Yeah.
The hall outside the classroom is only one major photo op. Between that and the murals outside, I'm starting to find something cool. No, the murals won't work. Oh my gosh, he is waiting for your dumbass. I'm not. No. Inko. My thoughts are disrupted by a worried-looking Ben.
Maybe you should see a doctor, man. Head injuries are no laughing matter.
Holy shit. Inko? I'm fine. What were you saying?
I was asking how you were doing, you know, with school and classes now.
Oh, right. Doing good. Really good, actually. I'm in a class and I'm 100% enjoying and starting to make some genuine friendships. Please don't correct me on that, Ben. Compared to the disaster of yesterday, today has been astoundingly positive.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I've even got some friends now.
Great. Oh, and what about your art submission? Was Liz able to help?
There's something nibbling at the corner of my thoughts at the mention of the long-necked girl. Yeah, she gave me login stuff and everything. Uploading the submission was a piece of cake after all.
Awesome. Though that does make you a competition now. Both Liz and I have pieces in the running too.
She told me she had something submitted. She had submitted something, yeah. I'm a bit concerned since I didn't have as much time at all to prepare anything, but...
Hey, everyone's got a chance, you never know.
Yeah, she was pretty cool about it too. That whole friend group was pretty welcoming. I think I'm pretty lucky.
Lucky?
Ben seems perplexed by my statement. Please. Please no, Ben. You said something at lunch when Olivia vanished. I'm noticing for a silent paraplegic sure has a lot of people upset. Oh, I'm noticing for a silent paraplegic, she sure has a lot of people upset. You got some hidden drama for two?
No, not really. Wait, two? Who?
Decan calls out to us, striding over to inspect. I take it you gentlemen are conversing about your assignment together? Of course, Mr. Decan, we were discussing when we would take our picture, right, Ben? Well, that's good then. Good thing you guys weren't talking about something off topic, like gossip. That'd be a pretty embarrassing use of your time right off the bat, I think. Especially considering you're currently the subject of some fairly humorous gossip, aren't you, Mr. Nito? I'm awash in a wave of shame from his words.
Leave him alone.
This professor is just the guy who's like, I'll punch down as hard as I can, young man. I look at Ben and he feels the same way I feel. If the air around someone needs clearing, clear it yourself. The con has a point. Maybe once a friendship is established, you can learn more about her. Alright, off you go now. Remember to get your assignment done by the end of the week. The room empties out slowly. Most of my peers still chatting, discussing their plans for the assignment. Before I continue talking with Ben about our own project, the student co-president is already packed up and exiting the room. Guess we'll talk later then. Packing up my own notebook, I wave goodbye to my new favorite teacher and head off to my next class.
I don't know if he's my favorite teacher. He's kind of dickish, man.
Yeah?
I don't know if he's my favorite.
I've had
hard-ass teachers, but
That's the thing. They were just hard asses. This guy's trying to be friendly. Oh no. Oh no. Am I gonna get canceled for some racist depiction of some race?
Uh-oh.
Walk into history class for the first time, and it's about what I expected to look like. Pictures of historical figures, small relics from various regions, and cartography of the Earth during its stages of continental drift. Though I noticed that there's a distinct lack of a teacher in the classroom. Must be finishing up their lunch, I assume. Well, better get a good seat now before they're all taken. Eeny, meeny, miny. This one. I seat myself into my chosen desk and pull out my history book and notebook, along with my pencil.
No.
As the classroom fills with more and more students, it becomes a blur of vibrant scales. A few minutes pass, and I'm still wondering where the teacher is. Oh no. The suddenness of the door slamming open stops any and all noise. My economics teacher asked if someone could lend him $1 on day one. My friend Kevin gave him one and he tore it in front of him.
Why?
Isn't it illegal to desecrate the Federal Reserve currency like that? The federal notes? Like, isn't that an actual thing where if you desecrate the federal note, you can't get in trouble? Fine enough to hear a pin drop. The figure walks into the classroom and...
Oh
dear lord, it's Soldier. I should have known. Of course, it makes fucking sense. He'd be spouting off historical figures and like how they conquered and did everything.
Yeah.
Dear lord, we fucked up. No, as long as it can be fixed. Like carrying $1 still Okay. Oh, sweet heavens, no. He stands there and stares down everyone. Menacingly. He's the history teacher too.
Thanks for walking me to my class, Solly.
Oh, thank Raptor Jesus. He isn't our teacher. That's Miss... I think it's Miss Dolly or...
Solly. No, she's not Solly. It's they'll show it probably here.
No, she's from TF2 as well.
Oh, like an informant or something.
Yeah, she's a featured in a few shorts. I forget what her official role is, but she works under the administrator. If Maxwell was here, he'd be able to tell me. The rapper woman adjusts her glasses as Polly. Yeah, Miss Polly, thank you. The rapper woman adjusts her glasses as she scans around the room before locking down the paperwork in her hands. Looks like we'll have some late arrivals, but let's get down to business. I know that I introduced myself yesterday, but for any of those who weren't here, her momentary glance at me makes me believe Solly told her about my absence. My name is Miss Prockling, and this is history class. In this course, we'll be learning about the history of our primeval ancestors and their advancement through history. You say that'll be like going back in time. Doesn't that sound exciting? Despite her admittedly forced enthusiasm, everyone in class responds with an uninterested murmuring. Not sure why though. This all sounds exciting. walks over to her desk and places down her pile of folders before flipping open her own special version of the history book. With a click of a button, she also turned on the projector to reveal a prepared slideshow for today's lecture. To learn about the extensive history of the Sarians and their culture is something I've yearned for. I'm sorry.
You want me to read?
Yeah.
Okay.
I realized before I kind of just read it.
If you can turn your books to page 36, we'll begin with the first chapter detailing the earliest interaction between saurians and hominid, yeah, that.
Hominids?
Hominids. Yeah.
Hominids. Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Oh.
I think I jinxed myself.
Yeah.
Miss Prockling's history class is the polar opposite of Dakon's photography class. While our introduction to the class engaged me at first, things have slowed down to an unbearably slow crawl. My eyes scan over the introductory text of the first chapter. Despite the tension between the two groups, human settlers to the New World will continue to make overtures of trade to the native Velociraptor tribes. I've done that before so many times. Where I'm just so bored with the class, I just keep rereading the first, paragraph or two. But because I'm so unfocused, I just keep rereading it because I keep forgetting what I just read.
Yeah. I've had classes.
I might have a lot of things. Yes?
I've had a couple classes where I felt that, especially, I've only started, I was like, maybe I just don't like books. You know, that's maybe something I gotta accept. And it's like, no. It's just there are books that you just, you try to read it, and it's just, it's a challenge. You know, unless you, need to go through it.
Classes are fun. Couldn't find a place that has anal fruit cake at this time, so I'm making croissants with sweet fruit filling. That's a good substitute.
That's a good substitute.
Because croissants are usually buttersweet.
They're already
and then you
pretty
just have
sweet. Cream.
Yes, hello, welcome to the food channel. One of my favorite
Jane
foods.
Food.
Jane Food. And I'm John Doe. Dough.
John Doe.
I tear my eyes away from the page in hopes of blinking the board. I'm like, I feel that. Lol, you said anal food cake. Well, now I did pivot, you dumb bitch. For those wondering, that was not sent in the chat. That was sent through the Discord DMs. I look up to see the teacher staring down at various papers on her desk with laser focus. I must have stared too long though, because I ended up locked in a staring contest with Miss Prockling. She raised an eyebrow at me. Okay then, write down notes of. Wait. Okay then, write down notes of pages 3 through 7 about the discovery of the New World. While I'm fully comprehending the words before me, I'm copying the page down to the letter in my notebook. Absent-mindedly, I begin to recall everything that's happened so far with my new classmate. Ben carries himself with a lot of refinement and is using my first pick as a photography partner. But that Mia girl, she doesn't seem to want to make friends. Of course, I could have figured that out from the cold looks he gave me yesterday, not to mention the rude hand gesture. Damien's very friendly, even if he can be a bit too enthusiastic sometimes. And then my encounter with Liz was brief. I can tell she's dependable. Our progress in making friends has been pretty good, all things considered.
Oh, theory?
Yes.
So it's about ambition, right? Because that's another thing that I've noticed. You're in a school that's focusing on art, and you want to be a photographer. And Liz brought it up. She's like, other people are kind of passive, but you need to have ambition, you know?
Yes.
So Ben and Liz take it seriously. And maybe it depends on, I don't know, we don't know yet how Olivia feels about her art. If she's serious or she's doing it for her own reasons, but maybe it might have something to do with that. Do you want to take it seriously? Do you want to just keep spending time with Olivia? Do you want Olivia to take it seriously or not, you know? Maybe that might come into play. about it. I also theorize that maybe she's a really good artist and like she usually might win, you know? And that's why they dislike her. That's a theory that I have just because no one's bringing anything up.
Okay.
But then there's Olivia.
So maybe because she's winning, she's not trying as hard?
They don't think she's trying very hard based on her attitude and, you know, the way that she's kind of like, I don't want to say introverted necessarily, but the way she, you know, gives off. Yeah. Maybe they're just like, you're not even engaging with us. Are you even ambitious? Like, you're not even, it doesn't seem like you're doing anything. You know what I mean? Versus other people who are ambitious and they're not getting the same, they're not being recognized or whatever. And that might be why they feel towards her as well. At least it's my theory for Ben and Liz. You know, why they're like that. You know? Since they don't really know her personally, but they still don't quite like her, you know?
Because something happened.
Yeah.
In the end, it's effectively gossip and hearsay. Now give me the answers now, damn it.
Give me the answers.
And Baxter, slay. Hello, Chloe. Hello. This has come as something of a shock to me, but what do we have here, Mr. Halford? Or Miss Halford? The sudden voice of Miss Procklin snatched me out of my thoughts. I leaned my head to see the teacher looking down at... Wait, what? Wait a minute, Olivia's here too? Look what happened, I shared not one, but two classes of Olivia. I must have been so jaded from trying to read this textbook that I didn't even notice the girl in the wheelchair. It's Mr. Cleet. Yeah. She sits in the front row, diagonally in front of me. I don't think she's noticed that this strange twist of fate herself.
Yeah, you see, she's doodling in class, so they might gives off the impression she's a slacker, you know?
Yes. When she could be just refining her art.
Yeah.
By essentially doodling, which could also be considered practice, which it is.
Also, she might just not, you can be really good at a particular thing and be fucking, and just not give a shit about anything else.
Yes.
As well.
She proceeds to pick up the piece of paper from Olivia's desk. Looks like she's been drawing on it, though I can't tell what they are from where I'm sitting.
Listen, Olivia, I know history isn't the most exciting subject to learn, but could you at least pretend that you're taking notes?
The only response I hear from Olivia is a heavy sigh before leaning her head back. While the teacher returns to sulking around the room, Olivia hunches over a notebook. Although I don't think those are notes she's taking. No one would do something like that with the totalitarian teacher patrolling the room. It's an attempt to get us all to focus, but I'm fighting a losing battle to keep my eyelids from shutting. My jaw is clenched tight to suppress the loud yaw building inside, even as Miss Pollock sulks right past me. Just before my drowsiness can overtake me, though, I noticed minute movement in the corner of my eye.
Yeah, you got it.
One of my classmates glances up at the teacher, whose eyes are roving over the opposite side of the room and down to scribble something. The paper is then folded into a neat little note and... Rikku, that gator your girlfriend? No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I watch as the next person carefully unfolds the sheet and also scribbles on it before folding and passing it along. Curiosity thoroughly piqued, I wait anxiously in my seat for the paper to get to me. Dangerous game, passing the note along so Procklin doesn't see. If I'm participating, does that make me a slacker? Student to my side makes his move to toss the note over. Procklin starts turning around. Right then, he flinches and drops the hot potato on my desk in a flash. I nearly slammed my own paper over the page to cover it from sight. Miss Procklin continues to lecture about how the raptors and humans eventually started to get along because they traded narcotic leaves. Or something like that.
I see.
And as you can see on the board here, now you're so something, Inko. I lift my paper. Luckily, there's plenty of space left. That's what I almost has drawn a not so solid attempt at a race car. Rough sketches of some eyes, a bunch of doodles, names in various stylized fonts that I can only describe as graffiti, and of course, please say penis.
Penis.
Yeah. Fucking knew it.
Yeah. There we go.
It's not something if someone hasn't drawn a penis.
There has to be two things. It's that or it's the S.
Yes. Yes. Miss Procklin with stink line coming off her. You better not get caught with this. Yeah, you better not fucking get caught.
But don't get caught.
That being said, I'm drawing a blank. What should I draw? I don't exactly doodle every day. Drawing stuff for others is a nice gesture. Maybe I'll try to break the ice a bit. Although I don't really know anything about her. Hey, can't hurt to try though, yeah? I can think of a few things to sketch out here. Let's see.
You gonna sketch her? You gonna sketch her, huh? So everybody knows?
Everyone better fucking know.
Better fucking know I want to go up to the gator. Oh my god, you have to draw! Yes. Yes. You got this. He's gonna draw her wheelchair. Stop. I wish there was an art of her, but as like the later alligator type of gator. You know?
Drawing stream.
Drawing stream. I've heard they added a couple mini games in this game to spicy things up for this.
I need to understand something. It's that I'm on 4 hours of sleep and I don't know how to draw. I don't know what a wheelchair looks like.
I'm gonna lose it. Such a... Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. Oh my god. Inko is so cool. Oh my god! Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rikku is so cool. After this, I probably gotta go.
Yep.
Rikku.
And done.
Oh my god.
I didn't have a lot of room to work with, but it's a super. You know what? It's good that I have a long way to go. It feels like I'm being mogged by the other doodles. All right, Olivia, sure did like this. Miss Proxy turn around. All right. Slip the paper over Olivia's shoulder. I want her to get up and risk getting caught. And here we go. I'm stressed.
Oh god.
A bit trickier, and I hesitate, but the paper meets its destination. She doesn't even look back. She just takes the paper eagerly. Completely different from how she was acting earlier. Her chin doesn't even swing side to side. Oh, is that wagging? Aww. Huh? Alright, now she's gonna see my sketch and possibly think I'm cool.
Oh,
oh, I'm the coolest. I'm the coolest. I'm the coolest. She's not happy. She's not turning around. Well, it's not much, so it could just also just... I'll be taking that. Takes a glance at the paper, and a small cracked smile appears on her face before going back to a stoic visage. So this is how you view me, Miss Halford? I know that most of you are part of this as well. Look, I'm not asking for much. Please do your assignment when you're in class. It's the least you can do.
We were just
passing a note.
She wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, how come all of us are in trouble?
I noticed Prockley looked down at Olivia for a moment before laying out a sigh of defeat.
Look, since it's only the second day, I'll let this one slide, but I'm warning you now, I won't be so lenient the next time it happens. Otherwise, you'll end up like the last student who decided to be disruptive during class. What happened to him? Get a detention slip or something?
Detention of the soldier. Miss Prolick pulls up the window blind and pushes the window screen open. She then takes out a walkie-talkie.
Solly, yep, another hippie. CH4. Good job, soldier.
I love this game. I wasn't expecting her to just call this person a hippie, but I know Soldier hates them most of all. God bless this game. God bless the writers. Doing God's work.
Now, if we can, let's continue.
Yeah, I think you know, we met God in that brief second when that ball went over our fucking heads. Yes, we are on the second floor. I sit back in my seat and continue writing, mainly out of unadulterated fear of experiencing the same wrath from the teacher. Man, now I feel guilty for Olivia. I was the one who passed a note to her after all. Maybe I shouldn't have tried. Well, I always apologize after class, and tomorrow when we continue.
And how?
Alright, Corner has to go to class, and I'm gonna pass the fuck out before my brother gets home. Game over. You know what would have been funny for that scene is that as soon as the ball hit, the TF2 sound effect happens where it's like da 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 when you get like a domination or something.
Yeah.
But yes, everyone, thank you for joining Corner. I hope you had a good time, and so did everyone else with I Wani Hug That Gator. Because I love this. I love this so far. It's so good. I love it. I'm excited to see what shenanigans happen, and I'm actually excited to see how long this is going to be. If it's 20 hours, that'd be dope. If it's 10, I can understand. But yes. Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.